What's up, y'all? We back at it. Salute to the boxing world. Salute to the boxers. And salute to people who are connected to boxing and profiting from boxing. Boxing is not an easy sport, so we must respect the work and time, blood, sweat, and tears put into the training to perform at your best during a fight, a boxing match. Mr. Caleb Plant showed up on $1 million worth of game recently, and he talked about a lot of different things, but he did mention and highlight Mr. Jermall Charlo and that incident that happened between him, or between those two, behind the scenes of the Errol Spence Terrence Bud Crawford weigh-in in Vegas. And he described what happened, what transpired, and the disrespect that Jermall Charlo showed him, and the disrespectful things he was doing to Caleb Plant, to provoke Caleb Plant to slap him. Now, a lot of us didn't know that Caleb Plant slapped him twice, actually. But they got the second slap on camera. And from what Caleb Plant explained, after the first slap, people started pulling out their phones and they was able to get the second one. It makes you wonder, like, dang, Jermall Charlo. So he slapped you, or he already slapped you once before a lot of people turned their camera phones on to catch the second one. And when the second video started, or the video that we saw, I saw Jermall Charlo just standing there with his head down or with his eyes down. I don't know if he was going to try to like feint and then counter. I don't know what he was thinking. But you see Caleb Plant slap him right there. So you let this man slap you twice and you did nothing? And from what Caleb Plant explained, you know, this man got there's some mental issues there, because Caleb Plant was so confused by Jermall Charlo. You know, when Caleb Plant explained that Jermall Charlo was looking at him, just giving him a blank stare, and then when they came across each other and they had a chance to have some words, Jermall Charlo asked Caleb Plant, "Man, why you don't mess with me? Why you don't mess with me, bro?" And Caleb Plant like, "Wait, what are you talking about?" You know, and Caleb Plant said that Jermall Charlo like, "Man, no, I mean, I like you. You know, I like you as a fighter, man. I look up to you." And then Jermall Charlo flipped it, or confused Plant after, and he said, "But I want to fight you, though." Don't it sound similar to what he was saying to Demetrius Andrade on that live when he said, "Man, I want to fight you, boo-boo. I really do want to fight you." So he said the same thing to Caleb Plant. I really want to fight you. Then he tells Caleb Plant, "But nah, you know, I don't really want to fight you, because you know we fight. You know, I'll beat you up anyway." So basically, Jermall Charlo was all over the place. He was telling him that he looks up to him. He likes him as a fighter. Then he tells him he don't want to fight him. Then he tells him he do want to fight him. Then he tells him if they do fight, he'll pretty much dog walk him. He'll wash him. So, as the conversation carried on, Caleb Plant said that, Caleb Plant said that Jermall Charlo mentioned his wife's name and gave her a nickname. I forget the nickname that he gave her. I forget her name anyway. I mean, his wife's name is not an important topic of discussion. And out of respect to him, I don't need to even mention her name, even though I don't remember her name right now. But basically, from what Caleb Plant explained, Jermall Charlo said, man, I mean, I like you and your wife, so-and-so. And but instead of saying her actual name, he gave her like a little nickname, like he know her, like they got something. So, Caleb Plant's like, hey, man, keep my wife's name out your mouth. Like, don't even mention my wife's name, bro. You already acting weird, saying you confusing me and you acting like you telling me you look up to me, we cool, but then you tell me you whoop my ass, like, bruh. But leave my wife out of it. And then Jermall Charlo's response was, oh, look at him, man, this little typical white boy, getting in his feelings and stuff like that. And then he grabs his facial hair and pulls it. And Caleb Plant like, man, come on, bro, what are you doing? Don't touch me, bro. Don't put your hands on my face. Jermall Charlo still on the same one. Maybe he was drunk. Maybe he had some pills in him. Maybe he popped a couple of pills before he get there. It seems like Jermall Charlo, it's hard for him to be sober or normal in the public eye. There's something, he's battling something to where he has to be intoxicated with something, or he has to have some kind of substance in him in order for him to feel comfortable and confident being around other people with egos like him and with a lot of money like him, or with the type of money he has, or more money than him. So Caleb Plant, just tell him like, man, chill, bro. Jermall Charlo does it again. Pulls his facial hair again. He said, bro, I just told you, don't put your hands on my face. Jermall Charlo still proceeds to say, oh, man, you ain't nothing but a little punk-ass white boy, blah, 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 blah. So eventually, Caleb Plant slaps him. People start grabbing their phone like, oh, shit, this nigga done, oh. And then the world got to see the second slap. Smack! I mean, I'm wondering how hard the first slap was, because that second slap, the slap that we thought was the only slap, that was almost he should have been in that slap competition thing that's going around where guys get knocked out from a slap, because that could have been a knockout slap right there. But it just makes me wonder, like, Jermall Charlo, why are you not trying to fight Caleb Plant? Why aren't you trying to settle the score and just get that out the way? Like, I'm so confused that Jermall Charlo is not focused on Caleb Plant. That's it. That if a man slapped me like that, whether I was in the right or wrong, we got to fight. We got to fight. I don't care if Jermall Charlo feel like in the aftermath, like, man, I was tripping, man. I was a little intoxicated, man. I couldn't even control my emotions. It don't matter, nigga. You got to fight. That man's bitch slapped you in front of your wife while he was with his wife after you put his wife in your mouth. Pause. You put his wife's name in your mouth, and you said it, and then you started disrespecting him in front of his wife. And then you got mad, or you try to act tough and bad after they already pushed Caleb out, security, and they already escorted Caleb out of the building, the facility. And then when you outside, you want to act like you want to get to him. It was police all around. We saw the video. There's police around there. They wasn't going to let it happen. But you want to act like you're trying to get to Caleb Plant. You're a phony, bruh. You're phony. And this is the worst part about this. This is just, all this stuff that's happened to Jermall Charlo recently has been his karma, because he's been avoiding manning up to what he should have been doing from jump. How you going to throw Jermall Charlo on Canelo when you fight pretty much in the same weight class as Canelo? But because you ain't got no confidence in your skills, and because you're not mentally and emotionally prepared, you throw I don't want to disrespect him by calling him Little Charlo. I mean, y'all twins, but he's the smaller twin of you between y'all two. And you're going to make him move up 2 weight classes to fight a man that's not even in his weight class, to fight a man in the heaviest weight class he's ever been in. He has to put on extra weight just to make the weight to fight Canelo for his undisputed titles, when it should be you, Jermall Charlo. But oh no, you ain't got no time to fight Canelo, but you got time to pick on and trying to bully Caleb Plant. And then when Caleb Plant put you in your place, you don't even want to smoke with Caleb Plant now. Like, what is wrong with you, bruh? Who do you want to fight, Jermall Charlo? Who do you want to fight? I really hope it ain't true about Jose Benavidez, a guy that fought at welterweight in the same weight class as Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. You have that much lack of confidence in your skills that you are willing to fight Jose Benavidez, who's been moving up. Not David Benavidez, who's been calling you out, the Mexican monster. You scared of him, but you'll fight his little brother. Actually, he's the big brother, but he's smaller. I think Jose Benavidez is older than David Benavidez, but he's the smaller of the brothers. The one that everybody's been expecting you to fight. You can't fight him. But you can fight Jose. Oh, you can't fight Canelo. So you just throw him on your brother. And then when you thought you were confident to fight Caleb, that deal was off once you got the shit slapped out of you. Now you don't know what the hell you want to do. You got an old, broken down, washed up Roy Jones Jr. trying to train you. I don't know what he can teach you at this point. You better off just watching some of his old highlights. But him trying to train you right now, no. You're lost, Jermall Charlo. You need some help, bruh. Get it together, Essa. Get it together. I hope Jose Benavidez stop you. I hope he stuns the world and knocks you out. Because you can't fight Canelo and you can't fight Caleb Plant. But you can fight an already washed up Jose Benavidez. Bud Crawford already took a whole lot out of him. Like, that's embarrassing, bruh. I would be embarrassed if I'm fighting an old defeated opponent that Bud Crawford beat up on. Bud Crawford, who's been calling out your little brother. That's who Bud Crawford should be fighting right now. But because you're such a coward, Jermall Charlo would rather avoid Bud Crawford and fight 2 weight classes higher to at least risk losing to him rather than risk losing to Bud Crawford. But you're willing to fight Bud Crawford's old opponent from a welterweight division, when the world probably wants to see if Bud Crawford can become a 3-time undisputed champion. Y'all finesse some situation to where now Jermall don't even want to fight Bud. He's going to fight a guy you should be fighting. Wow.